na ito, tatalakayin natin ang isang mahalagang batas sa ating criminal justice system na tinatawag na Indeterminate Sentence Law o mas kilala bilang ISLAW. So ang batas na ito ay hindi lang tungkol sa pagpaparusa sa mga nagkasala, kundi nagbibigay din ito ng pagkakataon sa kanila na magbago at ma-rehabilitate ang kanilang sarili. So sa ilalim ng batas na ito, ang korte ay nagpapataw ng dalawang sentensya, ang minimum at maximum sentence. Ito yung nagsisilbing gabay kung kailan maaaring maging eligible ang isang offender para sa parol. So ibig sabihin, hindi lang iisang sentensya ang ibinibigay sa isang convicted person. Pero kailangan munang tapusin ng offender ang minimum sentence bago siya maging eligible para sa parol. Kapag maganda naman yung asal niya sa kulungan, may chance siya na makalaya ng mas maaga.
Purpose of the law. Number 1. Help in the rehabilitation of offenders. The law focuses on the rehabilitation of the offender, not just punishment, meaning habang nasa prison ang offender, binibigyan siya ng chance to reform his character, develop discipline, and improve himself so that when he is released, he can become law-abiding and proactive members of society. Number 2. Give prisoners a chance for early release. Under the Indeterminate Sentence Law, prisoners are given a chance for early release through parole. Ibig sabihin, hindi agad kinakailangan tapusin ng offender ang buong maximum sentence. If the offender shows good conduct and nakumpleto na niya ang minimum sentence, maaari siyang ma-release earlier instead of serving the full maximum penalty. Number 3. Encourage good behavior while in prison. Since possible ang early release, the law encourages prisoners to behave properly habang nasa loob ng prison. Good behavior, obedience to prison's rules, at active participation in rehabilitation programs are very important dahil these factors are considered kapag nag-a-apply for parole. Number 4. Reduce overcrowding in jails. By allowing qualified prisoners to be released earlier, the law helps reduce overcrowding in jails and prisons. Dahil dito, mas nagiging manageable ang prisons population at mas gumaganda ang living conditions ng inmates, pati na rin ang prison personnel.
So what is an indeterminate sentence? An indeterminate sentence is a type of sentence given to someone who commits a crime, and it's different from the fixed sentence because it is have a two-part, which is the minimum and maximum. First, we're going to talk about the minimum. The minimum sentence, it refers to the shortest period of imprisonment that the offender must serve. For example, kung ang sentence niya is 6 years and 1 day to 12 years, kailangan muna ng offender na makulong ng 6 years and 1 day bago siya mag-apply ng parole. So what is parole, or ano nga ba ang parole? Parole is a program na nagbibigay ng chance sa offender na makalabas sa kulungan bago matapos ang maximum. Pero hindi ito automatic. Kailangan magpakita ang offender ng good behavior sa loob ng kulungan at kung handa na ba siyang lumabas sa society ng maayos. Kung maayos naman ang record ng isang offender, may chance siyang makalaya or lumabas bago ang maximum sentence. Ito ay parang reward na sa mga offender na nagpapakita ng good behavior inside ng kulungan o sumasali sa mga program na makakatulong sa kanilang sarili upang makalabas sa kulungan ng maayos at wala nang gagawin pang krimen or violations. So, second, we're going to talk about the maximum sentence. Maximum sentence is the longest possible period for imprisonment that the court can impose if the parole is not granted. Kung hindi naging maayos ang record ng offender sa loob ng kulungan o hindi naging maganda ang behavior ng offender, manatili siya sa kulungan hanggang sa maabot ang maximum sentence. Sa madaling salita in short, ito ang pinaka-final na limit ng kanyang pagkakakulong. So dito kapag yung offender is ang dami niyang violation inside ng kulungan, tas hindi siya sumasali sa mga program or hindi maganda ang record niya sa loob ng kulungan, hindi ma-aprobahan ang parole niya. So which is makukulong siya hanggang sa maabot niya yung maximum sentence niya. So why two sentences? The minimum determine the eligibility for parole. So, sa minimum para malaman kung kailan siya eligible sa parole. Kung kailan nga ba siya eligible sa parole. Kapag nasa kulungan siya, yung mga good records, may good record siya, sumasali sa mga program, ganun. Dun sa maximum naman, para siguraduhin na may limit ang parusa ayon sa batas. Ito ang pinaka-final limit naman ng kanyang pagkakakulong, which is the maximum. Kapag hindi siya nagpapakita ng good behavior sa loob ng kulungan. or ang dami niyang violation, ayun, tapos may mga disciplinary issues siya sa loob ng kulungan. For example, si Juan ay nahuli sa kasong theft. Binigyan siya ng indeterminate sentence ng 4 years and 1 day to 8 years. Pagkatapos ng 4 years and 1 day, pwede na siya mag-apply ng parole. Ayun, makakapag-apply siya ng parole dahil sa good behavior niya sa loob ng kulungan, sumasali siya sa mga program na makakatulong sa kanya upang magbago, upang maging mas maayos siya kapag nakalabas na siya sa kulungan. Kung hindi naman siya nakasunod o hindi naman naging maayos ang record niya, pwede siyang mananatili sa kulungan hanggang 8 years.
When those law apply, the Indeterminate Sentence Law or ISLAW Act of Number 413 in the Philippines applies the most people convicted of crimes under Revised Penal Code or special law, but only if they don't fall in any of the exceptions. Especially, it applies when the offender is convicted of a crime that doesn't carry the death penalty or life imprisonment. Number 2, the maximum sentence of their crime is more than 1 year. Number 3, there are not repeat offenders. Hindi sila pabalik-balik sa kulungan ganon. Habitual delinquent, tapos escapees, yung mga tumatakas sa kulungan, mga violate ang conditional pardon. Yan, isa pa yun sa mga hindi pwede i-apply. Tapos, they are not convicted on serious crimes like treason, sedition, espionage, piracy, or rebellion. Lahat ng mga nabanggit na yun ay hindi pwedeng makasali sa indeterminate sentence law kung kasali ka sa mga taong yun. In short, if you found guilty of a crime with a maximum sentence longer than 1 year and you're not in the list of exceptions, yun nga sabi ko kanina na papaiksihin na nila yung sentence mo. The law will be used to set your jail term with a minimum and maximum range.
When does the law not apply? Number 1. Death or life sentences. Persons sentenced to death or life imprisonment fall outside this law because these penalties represent the utmost severity under Philippine law. For example, murder or rape, one of the most heinous crimes kaya hindi na pwedeng baguhin kasi fix na. Hindi lang simpleng sentensya to kaya hindi sakop ng islaw para magbigay ng flexibility para mapababa o baguhin yung sentensya. Ang parole under islaw kasi ay para lang sa mga taong kaya pang ma-rehabilitate. Number 2. Habitual delinquents. Those convicted of 3 or more times of serious crimes like robbery, theft, or estafa. Gaya nga ng sabi ko kanina, ang islaw ay para lang sa mga taong kaya pang i-rehabilitate. So once na nakatatlo o higit kang nakakomit ng serious crimes, hindi ka na pwedeng mag-apply kasi sa mata ng islaw, isa ka ng threat sa mga tao at sa bansa. Hindi ka na mabibigyan ng pag-asang mapababa ang sentensya. Number 3. Persons convicted of treason, rebellion, sedition, or espionage. These crimes strike at the nation's core, involving betrayal or subversion of sovereignty. Those persons are considered as threats to national security. Islaw prioritize public protection over reform potential, kaya mahigpit na pinagbabawal ang pagtanggap sa kanila. Number 4. Those who escape confinement or evade sentence forfeit Islaw as their actions show contempt for justice. Automatic na nawawalan ng karapatan dahil sa hindi pagsunod sa batas o unwillingness to comply with custody, kaya hindi sila papayagan na makalaya habang nagpapatuloy ang kaso. This explicit disqualification ensures the system applies only to cooperative offenders and prevent manipulation of the system by unreliable offenders. Number 5. Those granted conditional pardon and violated it. Those who have been granted conditional pardon by the President but failed to comply with the conditions. Conditions such as committing new crimes or failing to report to authorities. Kapag na-violate mo yung conditions, pwedeng i-revoke ng President under Section 64 ng Revised Administrative Code. Pagtapos naman ma-revoke, aarestuhin ka ng walang hearing at haharapin mo yung recommitment to serve the unexpired original sentence via presidential order bypassing Islaw's framework entirely. In conclusion, Islaw's exceptions target the most severe or untrustworthy offenders to protect society. By excluding death or life sentences, habitual delinquents, national security threats, escapists, and conditional pardon violators, the law ensures indeterminate sentencing aids only those with genuine reform potential.
How court computes sentence. The court computes sentence differently whether the crime is punishable under the revised penal code or under the special law. For the crime under the revised penal code, the maximum term is taken proper penalty prescribed by law, while the minimum is taken proper penalty 1 degree lower. The court has discretion in fixing exact duration within limits.
Special laws and indeterminate sentence law. Dito, ipapaliwanag natin kung paano ina-apply ang indeterminate sentence law sa mga krimen na pinaparusahan ng special laws. For crimes under special laws, meron tayong maximum and minimum penalty. For maximum penalty, ito yung penalty na malinaw na nakalagay mismo sa batas. At ang korte na ang pipili ng maximum sentence within the range provided by the law. For minimum penalty naman, ito yung penalty na pwedeng any period lower than the maximum at ito ay nakadepende sa discretion ng korte. Sa special law, hindi na kailangang sundin ang penalty degrees tulad sa revised penal codes. Sa madaling salita, para sa crimes under special laws, ang maximum directly galing sa batas. At ang minimum naman ay pwedeng kahit anong mas mababang period depende sa korte. At walang sinusunod na degree ng penalty.
Parole and indeterminate sentence law. Parole is a privilege that allows a convicted person to be released after serving the minimum sentence set under the indeterminate sentence law. It is not automatic because the offender must show a good behavior and readiness for rehabilitation subject to approval by the proper authorities. The ISLAW and parole are closely connected because the ISLAW established the minimum and maximum sentence while parole provides the legal means for early release in support of the offender's rehabilitation and reintegration into society.
Importance of indeterminate sentence law. Number 1. Promote justice with compassion. This means the law is fair, but also kind. Doesn't just focus on punishing someone for their crime. Ibig sabihin, hindi lang nakafocus sa pagpaparusa sa mga PDL ang batas na ito, bagkus kinoconsider o ina-acknowledge nito ang mga dahilan kung bakit nakakagawa ng crime ang isang PDL. Halimbawa, may isang taong nagnakaw ng pagkain dahil sila ay mahirap at nagugutom. Maaaring maging isang factor to para sa mas mababang sentensya, di tulad ng mga taong nagnanakaw lang para sa kanilang pansariling interes. Number 2, helps offender reintegrate into society. Reintegrate means to become part of society again. Ang batas na ito ay nagbibigay ng pagkakataon sa ating mga PDL na makalaya ng mas maaga kung magpapakita sila ng mga senyales na sila ay nagbago na. This could include getting a job and going to school. Para pag sila ay nakalaya na, they are more productive members of the society and also not commit crimes again. Number 3, encourages discipline and good behavior in prison. The law gives prisoner a reason to behave well. Kung susunod sila sa mga alituntunin ng kulungan at sisikaping magbago, maaari sila magkaroon ng pribilehiyo na makalaya ng mas maaga. This encourages them to be more disciplined and make good choices in the prison. Number 4, balance punishment and rehabilitation. It ensures the offenders face consequences for their crime, while also providing support and opportunity to address the reason they committed the offense. Sa ganitong paraan, tado ang lipunan mula sa krimen at ang mga PDL ay magkakaroon ng pribilehiyong makipagsimulang muli.